beautiful souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Today's message is coming from Mother Gaia. It is all about nature and what's happening in the earth right now. You may have heard that the poles, the North Poles, the magnetic poles are shifting, and this is true, but it's not shifting drastically like it did before when it completely destroyed all of life on Earth. This time it's only shifting a couple of degrees, several degrees, and that is going to still create some movement on the Earth, waters, shakings and stuff because of the shifting in the poles. And this is also bringing in a change in weather in different places of the earth. For example, here in Pennsylvania, we're seeing like a very mild winter up to this past week, and seeing trees blooming, some flowers sprouting out, just as if it was in spring. I kept saying, hey, this is just like it was in Nashville when I was living there, because spring would start up around this time and everything would be a lot brighter and new, just as spring always brings the newness of life. And I have been seeing a lot of posts and people talking about nature is confused. Oh, look at these flowers! It's coming up in the beginning of January. That it's confused. They're confused. They're confused. And I keep hearing this word confused and referring to Mother Earth and nature as being confused. Now I have seen this too. I've seen trees blooming, my flowers budding out. I even saw my fox. I have a fox that lives in my backyard and the burrow coming out and stretching from a really long sleep and just scratching and going about his business. And my son even said, hey, that's not supposed to be coming out at this time. They're supposed to be sleeping during this time of the year. And yeah, that's true. But our human mind, which is very judgmental, immediately goes to like, there must be something wrong with them. They're confused. They don't have it right, because this is winter, and so why are they sprouting? Why are they waking up? Why are they coming out, right? This is not good. Now, is it good or not? I don't really have an opinion on that, but what I do know is that they're not confused. They are adjusting to the changes that the earth is going through and acting accordingly. And we're going to have a lot of changes in the weather, where you're going to see milder weather in places that was colder, and colder areas where it used to be warmer, and drier areas where it was wet, and wetter areas where it was dry. And all of these shifts of the earth is moving for the earth to do its own rejuvenating that it does on its own cycle, not because we are destroying it or messing it up or we're doing it. Is because this is one of the cycles that Mother Earth has, and it does, and it goes through. So it has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with what we're doing, and the animals, the plants, nature is feeling this inner energy of Mother Gaia, and it is acting accordingly. It is becoming to adjust itself so that it can move along with the cycle of Mother Earth. Now, does this mean that if the flowers are blooming and the plants are coming up and then we get a deep freeze, that they're not going to die? Probably not. They probably will freeze, and then we probably won't have as many flowers in this season, and maybe we'll only have as much fruit if the fruit of the fruit trees are dying because they're blooming too soon. And is that a bad thing for humanity and our food supply? Yeah, it could be, but it doesn't mean that nature is confused. Nature is much too intelligent to be confused. Nature is in tune with Mother Earth and is following the cycle of the earth. And it's an adjustment period where things may freeze and lose the crop for that year or that season. And that may happen. But do you think the plants care? No, it's just us humans who are depending on it who care, right? And that's why we're judging. And this is why we have fear. And this is why we're talking about Mother Earth being confused, or the animals or the flowers and the plants being confused. They're not confused. They are in complete alignment. We are the ones who are confused because we don't realize what's happening, and we are trying to adhere to the calendar that was given to us and when things are supposed to be which way. It's supposed to be cold in January, it's supposed to be hot in June, it's supposed to be maybe rains, freezing, freezing rain and snow in January and February. It's supposed to be humid and hot if you're in the East Coast during the summer, and maybe that's changing and you're already starting to see that. We saw last year being a much milder summer here in the East Coast than it had been. And now we're seeing a milder winter as well, with like having our first snow just last week in years, really, to having any type of weather like this, where you're seeing on the West a lot of freezing rain and things where they are not used to having. So these are changes that are gradually beginning to shift as Mother Earth goes through its own rejuvenation and shift in its own cycle, right? So this is just coming up really, really strongly. Like Mother Earth is not confused. The animals are not confused. The plants are not confused. They are adjusting to what they're feeling, the vibrations of the earth, the energy of the earth, and they are responding accordingly. And this is really important to take notice and not judge, because as humans, we are also the plants of the earth. We are also the animals of the earth. We are also the beings of the earth. And it is that disconnection that we have with the earth, that we think we're separate, that Mother Earth is here and we're over there and we're like completely separate, is that disconnection that doesn't allow us to be with the rhythm of Mother Earth. If we were walking around barefoot on our soils, grounding ourselves on a daily basis, bringing our inflammation down because we are grounding. I don't know if you guys knew, but if you ground, meaning like your feet, the plants of your feet, the soles of your feet are touching the ground for like 20-30 minutes a day, you're really grounding your whole energy. You're bringing balance to it, and it removes a lot of inflammation from your body. It heals you. Mother Earth heals you. This is why when you go to the beach and you're walking barefoot for a long time, you feel so good. Well, one of the reasons why you feel so good is because your body is grounding. It's actually touching the sand, Mother Earth, most of the time. But when we're using the shoes and the plastic between our bodies and Mother Earth, then you had the disconnection, right? So this is the same thing. We are not connected with the energy of the earth, and then we start to judge the animals, the plants, that they must be confused, when in fact we are the ones who are separate from Mother Earth, and we're not allowing ourselves to sense, feel, and receive the energy that is coming to us. We're not allowing ourselves to be carried by the energies of the earth as the animals and plants are doing. Does that make sense? Let me know how this is feeling for you, because that's what's coming through. This is Mother Gaia speaking and talking to us, asking us to ground more, to put our hands on the plants or the trees and feel the energy be transferred from the tree. It has so much information. You'll see the tree huggers and you might laugh at them. Well, there is something there. They can communicate with you and give you information through the energy. Same thing with your feet, same thing when you're touching the plants, right? Having that connection so that you can really feel what is going on Mother Earth, and so that you can adjust your own being, your own human being, to the changes that are happening, so that you can perceive what's happening, so that you can see and perceive what is coming through with the changes of the earth, so that you can be acclimated just like the animals are, right? So that's what's coming through. Listen to the animals. Listen to Mother Nature. Watch what they're doing and follow along with their messages. When you see the flowers blooming, enjoy their beauty. Enjoy their frequency of joy and beauty in that moment. Don't judge it or say, oh, you're confused, part of the plant, and send that message of like, oh, there must be something wrong with you that you're blooming. No, the flowers are blooming for you right now, for your enjoyment, so that you can enjoy their beautiful, bright colors right now. How does it get any better than that? In the middle of what's supposed to be a winter. How does it get any better than that? And are you going to miss them in the summer? Maybe. Maybe there'll be other flowers that will be blooming at that time. Who knows? The only thing that you know is what it is right here in the present moment, right now. That is all. Enjoy it to the fullest right now, whatever is being presented to you without the judgment. This is one of the biggest things that us as humans have been conditioned to do and continue to repeat. Gosh, this is the third podcast that we're talking about the word conditioning as human beings, that we have been conditioned to believe certain things which aren't. And when you go within, when you do the work, when you start meditating, when you start feeling into your body what feels right for me, that's when you begin to let go and get rid of the conditionings, and you begin to act from what feels good to you and what you want to do, because it makes you feel love and joy and excitement. And if you start to feel constricted and fearful and angry or sad, that is not in alignment with you. This is part of you waking up. If you're already awake, this is just a confirmation of what you're going through, and what you already know. So with that, this is a much shorter episode today. Share with as many people as you would like, especially with somebody that you know has not heard this before. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment or a review. These things really do help this podcast channel to grow and to be seen by others. Oh, by the way, I'm going to share this. I got an email, unsolicited email. I think it was from somebody who saw me on YouTube saying, hey, you have so much content and so few subscribers, and you can't just do that. Send me an email and I can show you like what you're supposed to be doing. You can't just be posting things and just let it be if you want to grow. And I'm like, thank you for that. Yeah, like I wasn't aware of that. But you know what? It is what it is, right? This person's trying to help me, probably trying to help me through their own business and knowledge. Beautiful, fantastic. I haven't asked for that. I am asking you, though. I am asking you to share, like, subscribe, comment, leave a review so that this place can be found by more people. I love you so much. Oh, if you need any type of support and you're feeling really attracted to my energy and what I do, I am an activator of your own spiritual gifts. If you're beginning to become aware of your gifts, I can help you with that. It is one of my gifts to really amplify and activate your gifts, even your dormant gifts that you may not even know that exist or that you have access to. Really great program. And I also have a new program for manifesting. It is an 8-week program. It's very affordable, and you can come in at any time. We meet on Wednesday evenings for 8 weeks straight, and you get homework, healings, and support throughout your entire journey. If any of these things are really speaking to you, let me know. Send me a message any way that you can figure out. I have links on the bottom, and you can copy and paste if they're not activated on YouTube, and just send me a message so that we can get you to your next level of enlightenment here. All right. I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.